Yeah. Welcome to the podcast, where you better tune in. You can see the picture, all you gotta do is zoom in. You in your man cave, it's no time for your girlfriend. They talk about the Sixers and how the Sixers gon' win. If they take your loss, they gon' hear BG going in. Jenny from the block, that's a lot. They was up 10, now they down 5. You can see it in his eyes, he a fan for life, and he sitting courtside. Sports guy, if you know me, I'ma say fly. How I cross you over like when they had AI. I still the ball, I ain't ask you, may I? Not at my house, the Kimbe, I ain't gotta try. Maxie for the 3, he tryin' win. They don't want the time. B try win. I don't wanna see that boy cry. I live by the gun. I'ma shoot. I don't wanna die. To eat, sleep sixes. You should know that it's game time.
Avanzo, this shit wavy.
Welcome back to East Leaf Sixers, your boy Sixers fan for life. We got BG in the building, and welcome back, Jenny from the block.
Happy New Year, y'all.
I ain't seen Jen since last year. I ain't seen Hope since last year. What's up? We also haven't seen the Sixers since last year.
Well, we don't want to talk about that, do we? Listen, I told Jose as we were waiting for the show to start that if we don't beat this Bulls team tonight, I'm going to be real mad. And the reason is because they're a mediocre team. I mean, they're a below 500 team. We cannot keep losing to this team.
And if we lose, they swept us for the year. This is the last matchup.
Is it?
Yeah, this is the last matchup. We're only playing them 3 times this year.
Oh,
so it was a total,
Christ. Yeah. Welcome, Fred Geese. We love our intro. So if you love it too, please check out Fred Geese.
G.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes,
geez, man. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to mess up your name. That's terrible. Fred Geese.
He just had a birthday this past week, and speaking of birthdays, my youngest is 7 tonight, so the Sixers gonna win for my daughter tonight.
Happy belated, my brother. Happy belated.
Belated, and happy birthday to your little one.
Yeah, sure. So what we got tonight, man? We got the Bulls. We know what we up against. We've lost to them 2 times all year, so far this year. So what is everybody's keys to victory tonight for the Sixers to avoid the sweep of the Bulls from the Bulls?
Got to be defense, 100%. Can't come out stagnant. None of that sag off at Olay stuff. But we have the big guy back. So for all those people who want to trade him, waive him, injure reserve him, he gonna come back and prove to y'all why he's the MVP.
Yeah, definitely. The key to this game is Joel Embiid. Vucevic, am I pronouncing that right? I'm messing up everybody's names tonight. Vucevic is out. Mm-hmm. So I don't see anybody stopping Joel Embiid. And Huh?
I mean, he is going against one of the better rebounders in the league. We're not going to act like Drummond don't exist.
Well,
Drummond, I'm not saying he on Embiid level by no stretch of the imagination, but it ain't just going to be a walk in the park. He's going to have to work tonight. He's going to have to work and not be out.
I remember once upon a
somebody
time
whose job it is just to rebound.
I remember once upon a time when Drummond was in his prime, and B used to sing barbecue chicken every time he scored.
I'm not saying he not going to cook Drummond. I'm just saying it's not easy when somebody's main focus is, I'm just going to be the best rebounder in the world. So Embiid can't have those. Yes, if Drummond has a 4.18 rebound night, in my eyes, that's not a victory for Embiid, in my personal opinion. I just feel like, I don't expect Drummond to cook us offensively or even hold Embiid to under 30. But if he has a 8.16 rebound night, then we didn't do our job against Drummond.
I get it.
And what is your key, BG?
So my key goes right off of that. Rebounding. We got destroyed on the glass last game. However, the big fella wasn't there. So I think key tonight is just limited them to second chance shots. Man, they had way too many second chance opportunities last game. Too many
Absolutely. Yep.
offensive rebounds. We looked tiny. So now that Embiid's
Yep.
back, I don't expect us to look as small, and we got to rebound the ball as a team, not just Embiid. As a team, we got to rebound tonight.
So D-Melt's not playing tonight. And I thought it was funny because I looked at the injury report on Bleacher Report, and they had him listed tonight. So he's twice. So he's definitely out. He's
Th-
out
this-
for his back. He's out for his knee. He's listed on there twice. D-Melt.
Who?
So,
Oh, yeah.
So who
Speaking of which,
is
I'm glad you
starting
said that.
in?
I got the starting lineup right here. It's crazy you said that. I was about to do it. We actually have probably the tallest starting lineup we've started in a while. It's weird to say the Sixers are not a taller team. It's not really a tall team, but it's the tallest we've put out there. So it will be Embiid in the middle, Tobias Harris, Nicholas Batum, Kelly Oubre at the 2, and Maxey at the 1. So by our standards, we've never seen this starting lineup. We've never seen this starting lineup. Yeah, so I'm I like it, to be honest with you, Jen. I like this starting lineup. I've never seen it, but just on paper, I like the way it looks. I like Kelly Oubre at the 2.
Interesting. Huh. Well, we're about to see how that's going to work out.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like with those 4 in the starting lineup, we can switch 1 through 4, everything. I don't like Embiid switching on the DeRozans of the world and the Kobe Whites, but I don't mind Tobias switching on DeRozan or Batum switching on DeRozan. I like that we can switch 1 through 4 with this lineup, and just hopefully Embiid can man the middle.
Huffjoy, I'm not sure what you mean. Where's the pick? No more showing it. I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you're talking
Anybody?
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't okay. So the last time before Christmas, we talked about the next 5-game stretch, which included Miami, it included Orlando, Bulls twice, and somebody else. I'm
The
forgetting.
Jazz, the Knicks.
No. We're not there yet.
Oh, you're talking about the games we've had before this.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So it's Miami. It was
We went
Orlando,
Miami, Orlando, Houston, Chicago.
Houston. So we thought at that point we were going to go 4 wins, 4-1. Well, that was obviously ruined. So now we can best go 3-2. If we go 2-3,
I think we'll be fine.
I'm gonna light this thing on fire.
But the thing is, Jen, and the ones that we lost, albeit without Embiid with the Bulls. I mean, we just was overmatched last game. So yes, it's a loss. It's a loss in the loss column, but it's not. I wouldn't super judge this team for the way they came out against the Bulls last game, simply because we just was small. This was just a bunch of big guys playing against a bunch of short guys, and the big guys won. That's what it came down to. I don't think it was for lack of effort from the Sixers. I just think we just couldn't match their intensity on the glass last game.
Jay, I'm sorry. I have terrible vision. Y'all know this. If I try to look at the comments, I'm squinting, trying to see it. So I apologize again for messing up Sony's name. This is the
Huff
third
Joy.
time.
You are now Huff Joy for the rest of the season, Jay. You are now Huff Joy. Huff Joy for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could change people's nicknames like Facebook Messenger, because I would.
So Jen, you wasn't here at the end of the year with us, and one of the topics of conversation was we didn't get what a lot of people wanted us to get.
I know it.
A lot of Philadelphia 76ers fans had OG Anunoby at the top of their Christmas list, and
Yes,
he
they
is
did.
now a New York Knick. He had a pretty good game last night or night before, one of the 2 days, whatever day it was. He had a pretty good game. Knicks looked good with him. So how you feel about that? Was OG on your list? Was he at the top of your list? Is that somebody that you wanted the Sixers to try to target, or are you fine with the fact that we don't even have to worry about the OG talk anymore?
OG was definitely on my list. However, I didn't want to pay that price for him, that like $40 million price tag. I don't think the Knicks got any better.
Yeah.
I really don't. they got rid of Quickly, who was a really good asset for their team. So I don't know. I think their odds remained exactly the same for
Yeah,
winning.
it was the exact same. Vegas odds for them to win the championship did not move 1 point. Not
I'm saying,
one.
like, that's the difference. Like, everybody's sitting here, you know, hoorahing about bringing somebody in here. That person that we bring in here has to move the needle significantly.
Mm-hmm.
Significantly.
Would you say move the needle significantly when?
Even if it's not a superstar, what I'm saying is they have to make an impact.
Oh no,
on this
100%.
team.
And I think OG would have made an impact too, though, Jose. It's just I don't think
mean-
that's our number one need. That's not our number one need.
I mean, for one reason or another, we didn't get him. So there's got to be some type of bad blood, or some reason why the Sixers didn't get him. Maybe they didn't like what the Sixers were offering. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But we didn't get him, and it is what it is. Are we gonna sit
think-
here and cry over spilled milk,
Nah.
or we just gonna keep
Nah.
it pushing? We got to keep it
Absolutely
pushing.
not. We're gonna keep it pushing. And Alex Crusoe's still on the table. I know some of you were into him, some of you were not. I don't know if he's pushing the needle either. But I do know that there is a lot of talk about Tobias being moved before this trade deadline.
Not Tobias.
And Tobias has been fire lately.
Yeah, dog. Up and down Tobias, man. The roller coaster that is Tobias Harris.
It's consistently inconsistent. That's our guy.
We'll crucify him for a week, and then he'll come back to life the next week, and then we'll be back on the Tobias train. And then guess what he's gonna do? The next week he's gonna average like 8. So I mean, it's hard. It's difficult trying to stay on the side of Tobias on this team. I like him. I don't want to move Tobias unless it's going to move the direction of the Sixers. If we're replacing him with somebody that can change this team and get us over the hump, then I'm all for it. But if we just gonna trade him just because of the contract, just because of the contract, then I don't think that's a good idea. We need to be looking towards compete for a championship. Embiid is not a spry chicken anymore. He's not. I'm sorry. He's not in his prime. Although we're seeing the best Embiid, we got to maximize his talent while he still got it. He's a 7-footer. 7-footers don't last forever. So
I mean, I'm still stuck on a third scorer who plays defense, and I don't know who that person is. I mean, I really don't.
that would be your number one
That's what I want.
thing to address.
Yeah.
Over a backup center.
We saw some Paul Reed over the past few games.
And Mo Bamba. I want you to talk about both of them, Jen. You've been gone, so I'm here to give you the hard questions. You're saying what you want, but I want you
got
to tell
4
me,
minutes and a half before the next segment. To speak
and it's
your
all
piece,
yours,
man.
Jen. It's all yours. Jen.
I don't need 4.5 minutes to say neither one of them are really like put them both together. Maybe they're giving you what you need, but separate
There's not
individuals.
enough gorilla glue in the world to put them two together.
They need to do the fuse joint, do the fusion.
I swear to God, sometimes Paul Reed, I love Paul Reed. You all know I love Paul Reed, but sometimes he just looks lost out there in the world. He looks lost, and it should be cleaner by now. He's been in the league long enough that it should be cleaner. You shouldn't be fouling so much. Mo Bamba, you know, I think on a team that's not a contender, he would really thrive. Right? A team
Yeah.
that's willing to put like the energy into like developing him, he could thrive. But we're not that team.
Yeah, we're
We need-
trying to compete for a championship. So just developing someone that we're looking to play serious minutes, serious backup minutes, is just not right for us. For us, it's just not right. If we're trying to compete for a championship.
And I don't know what backup big out there is available.
Yeah, that's what we talked about last couple shows. Yes, we know what our main need is, but I don't even know who we could get. Is Chicago looking to move Drummond? He's been playing pretty well for them. Is he playing pretty well to get bought out of his contract, to be traded, to do something like that? Maybe. Who knows? But outside of Drummond, I don't even know who could move the needle and be that good backup center that we need. And I agree with you, Huff. This is Embiid's prime. I'm not saying Embiid's not in his prime. He's definitely in his prime. But as a 7-footer over 300 pounds, your prime isn't as long, is what I'm saying. He's got the miles on his knees is different than the miles on a guard's knees, is all I'm saying. I think his prime would end sooner than a guards would have.
Absolutely. I just want to say Happy New Year to you too, Linnell. And I'm glad you're home. And I hope you're doing a heck of a lot better.
First time
Happy New Year's, not Lionel, and Sabri earlier said Happy New Year's to us. So big shout out to Sabri. He was on the road this weekend, so I hope you made it back to Philly safe.
Yeah. So
shout out Kane. I think he's a first time commenter.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. I was like, Kane, I never saw Kane before.
Yeah,
so welcome to the podcast, Kane.
What do you guys what do you guys think about this new fella?
I like him. I think he's good.
Seriously?
It runs the same thing that I said about Mo Bamba just now, though, Jen. I don't think that developing someone for major minutes is right for this team. I think Kenny Lofton is an amazing talent. I think he's really good. However, I don't think he's the piece that the Sixers need. I don't know if he fits with us. But I like his talent. He's good.
He wasn't the piece that the Grizzlies needed. And they're not winning a damn thing. So what makes us think he's the piece for us? I mean, he'll do some great things for the Bluecoats, but I don't see him playing anything major here.
We'll see. The thing that we didn't do a lot of in the past was give those young guys a shot, to give the Springers a shot at the time. And we didn't know. Yeah, we as on watchers look at it and say maybe he's not ready. But do we really know if he doesn't get on the court with those guys? I think the stretch of games we just had was the perfect time for him to play, albeit he just got signed. But that stretch of lighter competition was the best time to figure it out. I don't know if we got time to figure it out after.
Well, if Andre Drummond is getting paid the vet minimum, why the Sixers can't offer him a tad more than the vet minimum and bring his ass over here?
Well, but that would all go into how Chicago handles him. We can't just say, hey, we're going to sign you for the vet minimum. Chicago would have to buy him out first, and then we would have to sign him to the vet minimum. In a trade, we would be taking on whatever contract he's under right now. We wouldn't be offering him more. So it would come down to if Chicago bought him out and we re-signed him.
I said a little bit more than the vet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For us to give him more than that vet minimum, he would have to get released or bought out.
Gotcha.
I think we take Caruso and Drummond and we roll.
No, because then that would take away from Patrick Beverley's minutes, and I'm not ready to lose those minutes yet. I love Pat Bev minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you could always start Melton on the bench and start Caruso.
I agree with that 100%.
You could put Melton on the bench, you start Caruso, and that means that once the bench come, we still see Pat Bev.
I like that.
I'm just saying, if there's a will, there's a way.
I hear you. But you know what time it is.
We do.
You know what time it is? Jose,
I know what time it is.
Come on.
And now, for BG's Over and Under.
The big fella's back, and I don't want nothing less than amazing from the big fella. So I'm jumping right out. Welcome back. You had a lot of time off. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. I hope you enjoyed your New Year's, Joel Embiid. But now it is time to be the MVP of the league that you are. So this number is super high, y'all. It's very, very high. But I expect it to happen. 37.5 for Embiid tonight.
Here's my issue. He's going to be a little rusty. He's coming off that injured ankle. But I still feel like he can get 38 points in his sleep. So I'm going to go with the over on that one. Don't have Vukovic, or however the heck you pronounce his name. So I'm going over.
Jen just butchering everybody's name today.
Hey, how do you say his name? Somebody tell me.
Vucevic.
All right.
What he said.
I'm just going to stop saying names and just say you.
Hey, the big guy.
That big fella.
What you got for me, Hose? 37 and a half.
You know, I'm going to say that the ankle injury wasn't as bad as they was making it seem, and he's okay. I'm sure they put him in the gym before they start him. There's no way that this all of a sudden you start somebody negative Ghost Rider. So I'm taking the over.
Yeah, I think the over is pretty easy for Embiid now. I think he is it's weird to even say this, But Embiid is a 40-point a game scorer. Like, let's just be clear. Like he
I mean, his
averages 30.
average is 35.
Yeah, like he averaged 35, but I guarantee most teams plan on Embiid scoring 40 quite often. So I'm going over. He's been on a mission on the offensive side, being efficient, being aggressive, and utilizing his minutes correctly. He's one of the few players in the NBA that averages more points than minutes. That doesn't happen often. If you guys don't know, that's a crazy feat to have more points than minutes. So I'm gonna go with the over. Last game we got smoked on the glass. Smoked. Again, I just mentioned that the big fella is back. I don't expect us to smoke them on the glass, but I expect the number in the 40s. So that number is 43.5 rebounds for the Sixers tonight. We only had 36 last game.
That's some bullshit.
And we gave up 53. It was 36-53, Jen, on the glass.
I watched the first half on my phone, and then I'm like, I ain't watching this garbage.
It looked like we was getting bullied.
If Jenny from the block is swearing, you know she was pissed about that.
That was terrible. That was terrible. We shouldn't be losing to a below 500 team.
And I don't think that losing to the Bulls is the worst thing in the world when you're missing the best player in the NBA. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
True.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
I'm gonna go because, all right, this is where my math is mathing. He had 35 without Embiid, right?
36.
36.
Mm-hmm.
This man can average anywhere from 9 to 11 rebounds a game. Am I correct?
That is
You
correct.
are correct.
Your over and under is 43.5, correct?
43.5, yes, sir.
So my math says that this Sixers team with Embiid can get about 46, 47 rebounds. I'm taking over.
Okay.
I
think it has to happen. I think it has to happen against this team. This is a team that does rebound well. So I think we have to concentrate on the boards, as I said in my keys to victory. So if I go with my key to victory, I have to take the over. I have to take the over because I think we have to rebound the ball. Jen, did you give yours?
I did not, but I am with you all. We are across the board overs on the rebounds.
All right. Last but not least, I don't know if y'all watched the whole game, but I watched the whole game last game. And I noticed something. Somebody was playing in a hometown, and somebody made a shot over this player in their hometown and then made the "you too small" gesture to this player. And I don't believe that Pat Bev saw this happen when it happened. But I'm pretty sure in film and on ESPN, he saw that DeMar DeRozan made that "you too small" gesture. So I expect Pat Bev to respond. Is it going to be on defense? Is it going to be on offense? This number is not high. It's on the offensive end. I'm only going with 7.5 points for Pat Bev tonight off the bench. 7.5 for Pat Bev playing against his hometown team after they told him he was too small.
Have you guys been watching Pat Bev's part? He's been calling this the belt to ass tour. So I'm hoping the belt to ass tour continues for Pat Bev, and I'm going to take the over.
I'm over for the simple fact that Nick Nurse has been pushing this guy to shoot more. And if you saw that video, just like you said, he's going to put up a few shots. And 3 threes for this guy is not impossible. So I'm taking over.
Yeah, I'm starting to like the way he, when he gets to the rim, he's not only looking to pass off the screen and roll. If he gets there and is open, he's been throwing up that floater. So I think he gets a couple opportunities at that tonight, and I think he'll get the over as well.
Berg, I disagree. I think Embiid sits. Even with coming off the ankle injury, I think he sits the majority of the fourth quarter, and it's going to give Pat Bev the opportunity.
Oh, so you calling a blowout?
I'm saying it's going to be, yeah, I guess.
Okay, if Embiid ain't playing in the fourth quarter, they got to be. Yeah,
I said the majority of the fourth quarter, number one.
Yeah.
I didn't say the whole fourth quarter.
Right.
I said the majority of the fourth quarter. So I'm thinking we could put them out with 3 quarters and a half, and then Pat Bev could do what he do.
Yeah, the
it's
belt to
not
ass tour.
Let's not say it's impossible for Pat Bev. We've seen Pat Bev put up some threes. Like, I seen one game where within the first 5 minutes he already had 9 points.
Well, Vegas obviously agrees with you, Jose, because they got us as 9.5-point favorites currently, which in the NBA is considered a blowout. I know 9.5 points doesn't seem like a lot to you guys, but in betting, 9.5 is a huge a huge spread.
But that
So
dropped 2 full points, man. What's that about?
it dropped
Maybe
again,
because
or
D-Melt,
it dropped to 7.5, or are you saying it was 11.5?
it was 11.5.
Okay, yeah, probably because of D-Melt. Probably because of D-Melt. You take a starter off of a team, I guess that could be worth 2 points. That should be worth about 2 points.
Happy
I
New Year,
said-
Berg.
Happy
Berg,
New Year,
Happy
Berg.
New
Merry
Year.
Christmas,
I
all you
highlighted your original Happy New Year. That was my way of saying Happy New Year. Back to
24.
you.
It's 24.
24. So let's talk about some bold predictions.
Yeah, before we talk about these bold predictions, can somebody, because I've been asking everybody and I can't get a straight answer. Where the hell did 2023 go?
Out the door, thankfully, because it wasn't my favorite year.
It wasn't my favorite either.
It went by so quick though.
It did. It was a friggin' blink, blinkety blink, and it was
Yeah.
over.
I feel like I just got back from that
Jesus.
deployment because I got back
Damn.
in January. I got back in January, and it's already January again.
Y'all, we only have 50 games left.
Only
We had played 32 games already.
we have played 32
Doesn't
games.
it feel like we just start? I mean, come on.
We
Feels like
do.
just started.
It has been grooving. It has been grooving. I do feel like we just had our first show of the season. I do remember it as if it was just yesterday. But I'm glad the direction we're going. We look good. We look good.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. Earlier today I was thinking the same thing, and I had to like wipe my eyes with Windex just to make sure that I was seeing that we in January already.
Bro,
I feel like the season just started.
you know what does that? Football season. Football season makes the winter go fast. If you follow football the way I know y'all follow football, like you looking forward to Sundays, it just seemed like, damn. Like, think about it. The regular season for the NFL ends next week. Like, it seemed like it just started. Time go fast, man. Time to wait for nobody, especially you old people like Jose.
Yeah, don't be waiting for the Eagles this year. I gotta keep it 100.
Shots fired. Shots fired. All right.
Listen, this little stuff you got here is grayer than mine. So
Look, y'all didn't notice.
Wait,
y'all didn't notice since I started growing my beard a little longer. I've been talking right behind the mic, so you can't see that. Like, what you talking about? Hold on.
Me and you are gonna get on the bus for free together. All right. If y'all guys watch the movie Life when Martin and Eddie Murphy were old as shit and they weren't in jail no more, that's gonna be me and BG.
Don't let that man lie to y'all. He is my senior. Let's be clear. Hey, real quick, before we get out of here, we never said bowls. I'm gonna go quick. Pat Bev. 5 3-pointers made tonight.
All right. I'm going to go 55 rebounds for the Sixers.
Shit, I was gonna say 50.
I like that number. double nickel.
I'm gonna say everybody on team scores. That's my bold.
Everybody. Wait. Oh no, he's not playing. I forgot.
He's not playing.
He's not playing.
Thankfully.
Never mind. I was about to say it, and then I remembered the injury report.
In my best Nelly voice, everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody. So you do realize we have lower tier bench players out tonight. So that means probably gonna be some G Leaguers on the team. Somebody said Council was up tonight. So it could be some extras out there.
Everybody who gets minutes gonna score.
All right, there we go. If
All
you get in the game, you got to put the ball in the
Thank you,
net.
Bert. Thank you, Bert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well,
Because I was gonna get crazy and say even Bobby Jackson gonna score.
haha.
Get us out of here,
see
hoes.
you all back here after the game.
All right, so y'all
With the
gonna meet us
dub.
back here post game. We doing another post game. But in the meantime, look up top. We got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. So don't forget to tell a friend, that the East Leaf Sixers is welcoming first-time YouTuber Mr. Kane to the building. And if you ain't understand what I'm saying, BG gonna tell you in Spanish, Mr. Kane.
No te olvide a decir a un amigo que la diga a un amigo que la diga a una amiga. Wepa! Let's go Sixers.
Wepa, let's go
Sixers!
Sixers.